One where I'll chat nonsense and women will be upset at me, or should we go a little bit more serious on the serious side, I suppose?
Let's go serious.
Go serious?
Yeah.
Daily offender, crazy stand-up.
Right, so I saw this tweet. It says the next Superman film will be the first with a black actor as Kal-El, with Warner Brothers also committed to hiring a black director as well for it. So what's your opinions on that? Long story short, Superman's going to be a black man.
Okay, so do you know how you were like with the marriage thing? As long as you can get married, I don't care if they nitty gritty. That's not where I'm going to get bothered. So with stuff like this, for example, this is where it's not going to bother me too tough. But like, if you're like a Marvel lover, a movie lover, or like a superhero film lover, I can see why it might bother you, if that makes sense. So let me just get my stance clear that like, this is not something that's going to make me stay up at night and be pissed off. Do you get me? If you came to me and said something about Steph Curry's going to join the Brooklyn Nets to team up with Kyrie Irving, James Harden, Kevin Durant, I'd be pissed off. Do you get me? You know what I mean? Get me someone that's going to piss me off in it. But like, if it's just a superhero film and my man's black instead of being a white, it's not going to piss me off too much in it. But
see, the thing that stresses me.
What stresses you?
Stresses me a little bit about the situation is, it's, you know, when they try to give us small cookies in it to keep us quiet.
Yeah.
And they're just hopping on the trend, and like black people are not trendy now. So we're gonna try to do everything that we can to kind of not bait them, but just to make them happy in it. Or they're not actually doing anything of significance in it. Like this right here, what's a black Superman gonna do for us? The thing is, they're rewriting the whole role. That's why I'm a bit upset about the situation.
Oh, okay. Oh, so like
only two, not three.
Anywho, shout out Pops. But yeah, what they're doing is they're rewriting a role that was already set. It's not like there's not other versions of Superman that they could use who's not black. There is already black Supermans written in the comic book, so they could pick any of those in it and just say, okay, the next Superman movie, we're going to do an offshoot of Superman or a different version of Superman who is a black Superman. This one, the role that was written for Clark Kent, which is a white man that lives in a suburban town somewhere, that he's from a farm, He's from a farm. You hear me? His mom and dad are farmers in the actual movie. You hear me? So this role, they're now rewriting and saying he's going to be a black man. You're telling me that in this world that they live in, nobody's going to notice a black farm boy in the middle of, I don't know, whatever town, city that they're in it.
Okay.
Who's supposed to be Superman with a hidden identity. But then the only black person in that little small town, also happens to, Superman in it. Like, it just makes no sense. You get me? Like, you could have used the other versions, any of the other versions. But the thing is, one of the most significant versions of him, you want to now rewrite to kind of appease people. Well, nobody asked for this. That's the real thing. Nobody asked for this. Nobody said, racial tensions are a bit mad right now. We need more equality. So what we need, a black Superman. But not just any black Superman. Your Superman, we need to change him to be a black man. And nobody asked for that. Nobody wanted that. You hear me? If you wanted to really do that, then write in, just add one of those other ones, innit? Okay. I'm even on the post now, innit? They said that the real black Superman is called Val Zod, innit?
Alright.
So there is already a version there, and he's already there. You can look him up in the comics already. So why not just go with one of them? And the thing that it also takes away from, it shouldn't do, but it takes away from any kind of arguments that we have, because the Oyin boys are going to look at this and be like, okay, but we're doing this for you, we're doing that for you. Or on the flip side, they're going to be like, okay, but you guys want us to change everything about it. You know what I mean? It's just working so counterproductively because nothing's happening there. You know what I mean? Right. Like I got it with the 007 in it with James Bond. You could have been like, okay, here. Even then, it was a little bit of a push. I still didn't want it, but you could have said, oh, Idris Elba is James Bond, because technically he's not really written as a white man. He's a Scottish man, but it doesn't say he's a white man. Well, this one I just don't get, man. I thought it was nonsense. I thought How about this? I'd rather not see the movie.
Watch it.
I'd rather not see a movie. Well, not see it in the cinema. I'll pirate it still.
That's like a pirate. So you will watch it. It's not going to pop into it.
I'm not going to the cinema to watch that crap. I'm so sorry.
For you, it's more so not looking on the surface of it being a black superhero. It's like what it kind of entails behind it, like what's embedded behind it, what's the reason behind it, what they're trying to do from doing it, if that makes sense. So like, as you said,
not usually, but this one's so blatant. This was like really flagrant, fam. It's like,
you know what I've clocked?
What? Yes.
I've clocked about like, let me not say just white people, but like people trying to like, how am I say this? I thought people can be so ignorant when it comes to like what's like what makes sense or not. Remember like the was it this H&M where they got a black kid saying I'm a monkey? Do you get me? Like, yeah. I just feel like do you actually just not have reasoning in your head, if that makes sense? So like same concept now. You're thinking, okay, let's make a black Superman. Let's try to appeal to the black audience. Let's try to show them that we're involved, blah blah blah. And it's like, if you actually really sit down, first of all, did you ask black people if they wanted Superman?
If they wanted it.
Fair enough, do you get me? Like, say if you did some sort of market research, very vast, and then like whatever, social media, in person, whatever, well, can't do in person with COVID, but like, if you ask and you got a positive response, fair enough. But I legit think if you ask a lot of black people if they want a black Superman, I think a lot of the response will be like, I can't lie, it sounds meaty. Do you get me? Like, what are you doing? Like, it's like you're begging it almost. Like, if you like a Black Panther where it's not like it's like Black Panther was a white person. It wasn't the White Panther. Then you now made it the Black Panther. Like, this is his character. You get me? Yeah, now you're gonna get a white character and now just rewrite the white character's bits to make him black. Do you get me? It's like, I don't know. But I'm gonna say this though. I'm gonna say this. I feel like devil's advocate here. I feel like people could say black people are just making wahala out of nothing here. They're kind of choosing to get upset a little bit here. Do you get me? What would your response be to that? Because they could say that we're literally just switching the storyline, trying to make it pop more, trying to make it appeal to different people. Because for as much as I agree with you, like if you to ask my actual opinion, then I think it's kind of meaty to do that. Do you get me? It's just that I don't care enough to start stressing about it. Do you get me? But my actual opinion is I think it's kind of dead to do that. Like, no one asked for that. Don't do that. But there'll be a lot of black people that'll be like, oh, a black Superman? Oh, that's sick. That means I feel more relatable to him. Yeah, relatable to a Superman, okay. But like, do you know what I'm trying to say? Do you know what I'm trying to say though? Do you know what I'm trying to say? That's what I mean. So what's your response to that?
I'm saying that you're being ignorant. Not you specifically, but whoever would ask that question, you're being ignorant and very obtuse as well. Because you know that my problem is not with a black Superman itself. It's the fact how they're trying to do it in such a little meaty way, and it just they're doing it to pander rather than to do it out like being genuine. Like Black Panther, that was very much a genuine movement. And if you see like behind the scenes and stuff like that, you know, they went to certain villages in I think it was South Africa it was, and you know, like the sounds that they were making and all that kind of stuff, all of those were authentic sounds in it. They got like this producer guy, quite well renowned. You watch the behind the scenes, it's actually really sick still. So all of those noises, like, and it's like proper back home in it, and they're using authentic sounds and stuff. So you can tell that they made an actual effort to kind of bring these things in it. And they had like one black director there that was Ryan Coogler. He tried real hard to make it real authentic and stuff like that, innit? So even though the place wasn't like Wakanda's not a real place, innit? But they did it in such a way that like if it was a place there, we have to be right down to the roots, all that kind of stuff. To me, I like that. I get that. You get me? So they could have done that. If they was really being genuine about it, they could have just picked this black guy there and they said, you know, we're going to try build his story around it and not in connection with any of like the previous Supermans or Clark Kent or any of that BS. You get me? And I would have been sold. I like superhero movies. You know what I mean? If it was a case of that, I'd be like, cool, I'll buy my ticket now and I'll show support, all that kind of stuff in it. But they're not doing it authentically. They're not doing it because they want to do it. They're just doing it to pander towards now. You hear me? There's no need for it. And that's what means just
as well.
Spider-Man.
I said it's very see-through as well. Like it's not like it's not subtle. Like it's very obvious what you're doing.
You see, Marvel had the black Spider-Man, wasn't it? Miles Morales. I know it's a cartoon version, but it still ties into the universe and all that kind of stuff in it. But they wanted a black Spider-Man, and you know what they did? They actually picked somebody in the comics who was the black Spider-Man. You get me? So Marvel's real good with it. Marvel's been doing their thing with it. So why not just follow the same lead? They've done it twice now. Black Panther and this one. So why not just look at it and look at the script? They've written the script for you.
We're saying DC shit. That's what it's saying.
Yeah.
DC is dead. I need to pan up.
DC is awful. Just you can't just pander and throw money at it and say, you know, this will work still. Because I guarantee you, nobody's going to be excited about this. Nobody's going to want to watch it. It's going to be one or two few. And then there's going to be me who illegally watches it just so I don't support, but I still want to see what I want in the movie. Still, like I said, I like my superhero movies, but I'm not supporting it. There's no way. I'm not supporting it.
I said I'm not supporting it.
Nope. I refuse, man.
Oh, fair enough, man.
I won't even watch when it's on Netflix. How about that?
Just why? Why?
Huh?
Why?
Because they still get paid.
Okay, so you want to watch it literally from a bookie website. Okay, so.
I mean, if I am to do that kind of thing, then yeah. But I don't partake in illegal activities. So.
Can we argue that we're being selective here? That makes sense. Could we argue that we're being selective?
In what sense?
Because like you're saying, you don't want to put money into that that whole operation, for example. Yeah. Now, similarly, kind of linked anyway. Would you say the same about listening to people's music that maybe I've done something wrong? If that makes sense. Because you're cool with like, don't get me wrong, I listen to people's, I think I said that.
No. I know exactly what you're doing here.
But I'm saying like, where do we like kind of draw the line? So are you cool with like listening to someone's music that is cancelled and putting money into their pot, but you're not cool to watch a movie because of the embedded or like the obvious ignorancy from the creators of the movie trying to make it a black character? If that makes sense. Or are we just picking and choosing what we get bothered about? Genuine question.
We're definitely picking and choosing what we get bothered by. I'll just put it straight. Yeah, I'm definitely guilty of it. There's certain people.
The thing is, I see that question, yeah, because I know you're not gonna cut. Like really and truly, there's nothing wrong with feeling a type of way about something and being I'm not gonna put money into this at all. Then something else happened that's maybe a bit different, but in a similar type of concept. But you're like, you know what? It's not bothering me like that. So like, whatever, allow me in it type of vibe, isn't it? So
I think what we always do in it, or what we tend to do, is we tend to forget that people as humans, we're selfish people, man. So we're always going to do what's the most selfish thing for us, isn't it? As long as it's kind of helping us or benefiting us, then yeah. The real reason I'm not going to watch this movie is because I don't see, the benefits is not outweighing my personal beliefs on this. You get me?
Okay.
Same way that when you're listening to certain people's music, it's only because you're weighing it up. How much do I like this person's music in comparison to how much do I feel strongly about the situation there? So even with certain people in it that we won't name, you're looking at what they've apparently done, how dead to rights they've been caught, all that kind of stuff, and you're weighing all of that type of stuff up and saying, okay, cool. Can I get away with listening to this? Do I really feel that strongly about it? Yeah, that's how you're doing it. I'll tell you, not listened to him since. I've actually not listened to him. But I know people that will listen to him on a daily basis.
Sure. People also listen to Tory. People also listen to R. Kelly.
I just want to say with Tory, he's still not been convicted yet. or being given the guilty thing. So we technically can't include him still.
Fair enough. I'm just talking about people that have been in a bad
situation. Been accused. Yeah.
Yes. That's interesting. And the thing is, again, there's nothing wrong with that. As you said, we're selfish people. We want to do things that benefit our quote-unquote agenda. When I say agenda, I'm not saying, agenda like your agenda against Harry Kane. I'm saying that.
Look, save him. Give me 5 minutes, 10 minutes.
Yeah?
10 minutes.
Oh. Wait, is that university?
Yeah.
You're just lying.
Sorry to ask this new question, bro.
I was going to see my versus university. All right.
Yeah, go on.
No, yeah. Just give 10 minutes more. 10 minutes. I want
Cool.
Anyway, you were saying,
About agenda.
bro, some of these quiet bits, I know it's gonna be long in it, but try just like too low. You already know what gone, fam. You already know what. We're good.
Anyway, we'll finish up soon, innit? Cool. So in terms of like agendas and stuff, there's nothing wrong with having an agenda. It's just what kind of the thing is we've kind of made agenda a bad word, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
There's negative connotations of agenda. It's anything that suits you or makes your life easier or just, do you know what I'm trying to say? So if you like, as you said, if someone's music, if their music and the way it makes you feel or the energy it gives you, if that outweighs how strongly you feel to what they've done, even if it's a bad thing, yeah, and even if you know it's a bad thing, and you should listen to the music, I will never stress you about it. I can't lie to you. It's not my business. Do you get me? And there's going to be other things that stress you so much that you can't even think to now do that. Do you understand? So there's nothing wrong with it, man. Let everyone just live. For example, like with the R. Kelly thing, I don't listen to R. Kelly anyway, so it's not hard for me to not listen to him anyway. It's just I'm so off because it was never there in the first place. Do you get me? So all I got from R. Kelly is this camera on me. That's all I got from him.
Is this camera on me? Yes.
Do you know what I mean? That's all I got. That's all I got, and that's the only thing I reference to. Do you know what I mean? So it's cool, man. I don't think there's anything wrong with being selective, as long as you're just own it. Just say being selective. I always argue with people about being selective, and I said, you know what it is? Be selective, innit? Just say you're selective. More time, be a hypocrite. Just say you're a hypocrite. Do you get me?
Oh yeah, definitely.
We're all hypocrites. I'm being deadly serious. Do you get me? We all do things that suit our agenda. Just say it. That's it. Yeah. That's it.
Yeah, this is exactly what I've been trying to bang on for the longest thing. It's just I don't mind people doing that hypocrite stuff. Just own it. Just say yeah.
Bro,
I was upfront with your agenda. If you hate men,
you look more stupid. You look more stupid, yeah. Trying to justify this, even though you do that. Just say, you know what it is. I don't believe that's right, but because of how I feel, I must still do this anyway. Do you get me? Just whatever, man. You see me, yeah. I'm an out of pocket person. You can do anything you want more time. Like, I'm not going to stress you like that. Obviously, there's boundaries and shit in it. You get me? It's not me you're going to come to for moral and right and wrong type of shit. Do you get me? So like.
It's true.
Because I'll tell you what, in my opinion, is right on a like moral compass, and you know what, this and that. But like, for me to tell you how to live your life because of that, that's not my business, man. You do what you're gonna do. Do you get me? So that's what I see. If someone came to me and said I still bang on Kelly every day, I'll be like, that's you, innit? So no, that's not gonna bother me. Like, I'll be like, you know, my man will touch your kids, innit? But like, that's on you, bro. That's on you, bro.
No, but you're right though. There's not really like, how can I tell you or dictate how to live your life? I mean, more time, everyone's going to do it anyway. So
that's the thing. That's actually the thing. That's the thing. Everyone's going to do what they want to do. So
regardless of the situation, you always remember that. And this is why I don't end up bugging over these little situations. Is that at the end of the day, if people ask you for any opinions or what you think of any situation, they're always going to end up doing what's in their head anyway. So that's why I don't have women friends, because No, I'm joking. But yeah, no, the thing is with certain women friends, and they'll ask you your opinion, especially on certain things, they'll say friendships or whatnot, and then you'll tell them, and they still end up doing what they want to do anyway. So
you know what? Whenever I have to like advise anyone about that, any situation I always say, really and truly, you know what you're gonna do. So like me saying this could just be a waste of my time. So I always tell people, you know what it is? If you're gonna do what you're gonna do, just go do it. You get me? Yeah. Really and truly. Because like I'm not gonna sit here and start counseling you if you're just gonna be like, you know, I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm not saying you must now do what I told you to do, but like at least hear my advice. There's some things here that I won't even ask for advice for, because I'm thinking there's no point in me asking for advice because I'm not gonna do what I'm gonna do.
Cavani, mate. Get in there, lads. Sorry, mate. Yeah, we're playing right now still.
Hold on. Alright, so man. Cool.
And on that note,
this is still I wrote talk quickly because I actually watched the game. So
hey, go on, no. You're talking some real. I just heard Brandon shouting downstairs.
What did I say? Cool. I don't even ask for advice on certain things because I'm thinking I'm actually wasting your time. I'm wasting my time. I'm wasting my phone battery. Like there's actually no point, because you know what I mean. Because I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. I only come to people for advice. I'm only gonna, for example, I ask you for advice all the time. Do you get me? But like, I only ask you for advice all the time because I really know that if Ryan tells me something, I'm gonna really like think and meditate on it. Do you get me?
And that's not even to say that you have to listen to what I'm saying, innit? That's why you never give me advice. Because I already know the set opinion. It's not a case of you're gonna do what I'm gonna do. It's just you need that opinion.
That's all it is. And there's certain things that I won't come to you for advice because I'm thinking, let me not waste his time. Let me not waste I'm gonna do that shit. Do you get me?
I know what I'm gonna do.
Thing is, there's no point because I'm not gonna do it. He isn't gonna do it. So what's the point? There was one time where I even didn't follow this, where I asked Ryan for advice. He told me his advice and he goes, at the end of the day, man, you know you're going to do this, so just go do it. And I was thinking, that's how the conversation ended, literally. And I was thinking, okay, I'm never going to waste this guy's time again, man, literally. So,
no, it's not even in a bad mind way, it's just because I already know. And we all know what's going on here.
It's true. Let's cut the bullshit in it. It's true. I agree completely, fam. I agree completely. Still,
you know, sometimes I don't like people speaking to me on these type of things in it because they take it like the way that you take it and the way that you understand how I am in it is calm because you already understand that if I say a certain type of thing, a certain type of way in it, it's not gonna be bad beef. But other people in it, they come to me and then they get upset when I give them. But it's not a case of that. It's against you. It's just it's like I can only tell you the truth in it. You get me?
No, it's true. No, it's true. Still. It's true. It's actually true.
Like, yeah, I don't understand why you'd come to me if you don't want to hear the truth. You get me? I'm not the person to cuddle you, fam.
It's so true. I'm not. This is why I like the man and friendships in it. No one's gonna cap. Do you get me? Like,
no
one's gonna cap. Like, there's no cap. Like, I'm not gonna comment on your picture if it's dead. Do you get me?
Wait, hold on. Checking my pictures right now, GG.
I'm gonna comment quickly still. Oh man,
if United wasn't playing right now, you'd be finished.
I think you're finished. Oh man, you know the ones where certain people be under the comments. Oh my god, I can't breathe. You can breathe, man.
I can. You can breathe.
You can breathe. My lungs are collapsing. Your lungs are fine, my guy.
Yeah.
My good sis, they're fine. You get me?
Good.
They're fine. No one's sitting on your head. No one's on your neck. I mean, no one was having your neck.
Read the room, fam. Read the room. What you reading on? You know, what's wrong with you?
Cool. So yeah, thanks for joining us again. This episode. Obviously, we try to limit the ones we do through Zoom and stuff in it, but obviously, uni's kind of got man and headlocks and stuff in it, so it's a bit. After this Zoom now, I'm going to do work. Do you know what I mean? So it's simple as that.
Them ones.
Actually, United.
I'm going to do United while working. You hear me? So
that was on the side. Nice, just on the side, more time. So.
I tell you.
Thanks for watching, man. Like, comment, subscribe, all of that type of stuff. I don't say that enough. I must start saying it more. Like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah, no, we need to start saying it more. You know.
Like, comment, subscribe, share the thing. Yeah, man. Take care.
Daily offender, crazy stand up.